All right, hey folks, this video is sponsored by Sportsman's Guide, so we give them a good shout out. We show you their Cool Guy website, which has got ammunition, it's got blasters, it's got hunting accessories, gear, military surplus, all that jazz, which is all super cool. So go ahead and check them out and use my code for a discount. Let's roll the video. Here we go. All right, what's happening, folks? I am in Mississippi right now, and I am on the set of Trigger Time TV. I'm recording a whole bunch of segments for their upcoming 14th season. Really, really cool stuff, and I wanted to kind of give you a sneak peek of what we're doing. Basically, I'm giving all these segments on what-if scenarios. This is helping build good fighter mindset, because the real big difficulty is while it's all well and good to buy guns and practice and get to the range, a lot of our survivability will be predicated on whether you're able to see the threat early and make quick decisions that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life. I call these what-if scenarios. They're thought experiments, and it's basically how I see the world, how I think all the time. And as I'm kind of hanging out with other protectors, other like-minded poets, they also think in terms of these thought experiments, these what-if games, people in military, law enforcement. So this is really good stuff. The power is when all of a sudden you're confronted with some what-if scenario. So for instance, what if I turned around and there was just a gun pointed to my head, and all of a sudden, like, I'm carrying concealed, but man, are you going to draw on a drawn gun? Or are you going to go kung fu on them? Do you have that skill set available to you? Are you going to distract and then attack, or distract and then just sprint? Or you can comply and hope for the best? Maybe they're just after money. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're about to remove you to a second crime scene and kill you, or worse. So you never really know. What if you are in a movie theater and the theater next to you starts getting shot up? Are you going to, break contact, or are you going to go hunting? What if you're in your home and there's a home invasion? What if you're walking down the street and that shady looking dude all of a sudden pulls out a knife, close distances, and he's right up on you? You're going to try to break contact, get a gun. You're going to try to push through them. You're going to, anyway, there's hundreds, thousands of different little what-if scenarios. And as I'm just kind of going through life, as I'm sitting in traffic behind a vehicle, what if someone came up to my window, knocked on the door or the window, and pointed a gun through it? All these little what-if scenarios have different options attached to them. And it's really up to us to be able to think about, okay, here's my options. Which one gives me the highest likelihood of success? And success is going to be defined as I stop the threat, I am not shot, and I've got no collateral damage, and I'm not breaking any laws. Because, man, the complexity of these situations is incredible. You're going to have to deal with all these moral obligations, legal obligations, and tactical obligations in a split second. And suffice it to say, it's really, really hard to be able to think about all those variables in a split second when you're already just kind of reeling from your sympathetic nervous system response of like, oh my God, and you're processing it. How are you going to make a good decision in that moment when milliseconds may mean the difference between life and death? So the idea is, if you've already lived it in your mind 1,000 times with these little what-if scenarios, then you might actually have a chance of making a good choice in the moment. Cool? I'm going to give you another video on what-if scenarios, and I'm basically going to lay down the rules for what-if games for you in the next video. But hopefully this whet your appetite a little bit, and I hope to continue these on in the future and actually play out some of these what-if scenarios with Force on Force. That's what I'm doing for Trigger Time TV, where I talk about one specific what-if scenario, and then I have a role player, and we'll fight out the different scenarios, and we see which one is best. And the big idea isn't, hey, here is the absolute best option. It's all just kind of gambles, and some gambles are way better than others. So anyway, and I leave it to the viewer to kind of decide based on your situation what would be the best option. So anyway, guys, I want you to see the world in terms of these little what-if scenarios. Stay tuned for this next video, because it's really important you lay the groundwork for the what-if scenarios. Otherwise, it will very quickly denigrate into a non-constructive pipe dream while you weird everyone out with your psychopathic paranoia. And we're not going to roll like that. Cool? And that is the video. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Remember to subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff is fantastic. Thank you, Sportsman's Guide, for sponsoring this video. And everyone out there, train hard, train smart, and we'll see you next time.